Hello people, welcome once again to Spice It Up with Onwadia. I know you must be wondering, is this not the Onwadia that did surgery a couple of days ago? Yes, it is this same Onwadia, but I'm better now. Just barely 2 weeks. I feel superb, I feel so excited because my healing is so fast. God did it because for me to be able to sit straight like this, walk around, do things in barely 2 weeks, it can only be God. So I am here to say thank God, great things He has done for me, and to also thank you all for your prayers, your concern. Like, yes, I felt loved. When I went in for this surgery, I checked in, like you saw from the first video, on my preparation for open myomectomy. Checked in, waited, they took some blood sample and all that. So the following morning, after waiting for the anesthetician to come, he didn't come on time until a couple of hours later. I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? Let's see, how is it gonna be? What's the feeling like and all that? So yeah, I try to let fear go away because I have been told fear is very bad when you want to go for surgery. But I thank God I have a supportive partner with me all through, so he helped me kill the fear. And when I went into the theater, guess what? In the middle of the surgery, I woke up. And I was like, there's this curtain between and the surgeons and the doctors in there. And I woke up and I was looking around. I tried to recollect where I was. Okay, now let me tell you, before then, when we went in there and then they were like, okay, the doctor said, I'm gonna give you sit up. They made me sit up like this. So they're gonna give me an injection. It will help kill the pain, so I won't feel anything. I'm like, okay. Then so when you start feeling anything like drowsy, let us know. That was how I snapped out. As soon as he said it, I can't remember what happened next. I just said I zoned out completely until maybe it took 2 hours later. I woke up because the surgery took about 4 hours. I woke up and I was looking around. What's going on? I could feel some activities going on. I see the doctors. I open my eyes, see the nurses. They were looking. I'm like, doctor. The first thing I said, doctor, I'm awake. He said, oh yeah, you're awake. Okay, how are you doing? I said, I'm fine. Doctor, what's going on? Yeah, we're in the middle of this surgery. And I'm like, oh my god, they're operating on me. But I can't feel anything. I can't even feel my leg. Oh my god. See this life, value it. Value, do everything you can to live a happy life, a fulfilled life. Because you see, this life, once it's gone, it's gone. I woke up, I could talk, but I tried moving my leg. It was stiff, like dead. I couldn't feel it then. I almost panicked because I couldn't feel my legs. And I called the doctor. The first thing I asked the doctor, oh my God. I said, doctor, is everything all right? He said, yes. Is there any complications? He said, no. And doctor, is my womb intact? Oh God. I said, doctor, is my womb intact? He said, yes, your womb is intact. And then I just said, thank God. Yes. Why did I say this? I'm emotional right now because before this surgery, I booked for other hospitals because of the pandemic. They couldn't call us for the surgery, so we tried another hospital, and we went to one well-equipped hospital, very beautiful place. And I told my husband, oh, I like this hospital. I think I'll prefer if they call us first before this other one. I was like, okay, because I love the way things were going on there and that. So when we met with the doctor and we finished discussing, they booked a deal for us to come back. We did, and then you have to sign. So, but they gave us 2 documents to sign. 2. One is the normal, okay, if anything happens, if we run into any complication, we might end up taking out your uterus. And yes, I've heard that from 2-3 doctors before. So at the time I was like, okay, but God is in control, so I don't think there'll be any complications. So when they gave us this document, I signed 2 because I don't read Portuguese. I signed the other 2. There was an abbreviation. I don't know what the abbreviation means, but he saw it, but because of the abbreviation, he didn't really notice what it was. And after this, my operation, my husband kind of was going through the document and he saw that one I signed, and guess what it was. The first option is hysterectomy, which means removal of the uterus. Proposed surgery is hysterectomy, and he asked me, he said, hysterectomy, that's the proposed. I was still in the hospital. I said, that's the proposed surgery from these other people. I was like, how come? I signed myomectomy. That's what I told them I want, not hysterectomy. And that was where I knew that God did an amazing thing for me. I wept, I cried in the hospital. So if they had called first and we had gone to the hospital, by now I wouldn't be here talking. Maybe probably I would just be thinking of the next option. Like, okay, what's the next option? Adoption or what? It's it's only adoption if the womb is taken out. Adoption is not bad, but then as a young lady, I still want to try to have babies. Still want to try. So that's like taking you back. So you can see the reason why I asked the doctor in the middle of the surgery, is my uterus intact? Is there any complication? And he said, nothing. He assured me, he said, everything is okay. The surgery is going on smoothly, so just relax. And then after I heard that, I felt peace in my spirit. And then I went back to sleep. The next time I woke up was in the recovery room, where they're still checking up on me and waiting for my body to begin to function again, for the anesthetic to wear out and be sure I'm okay. So that's it. What happened in the theater and went. Then the next thing I remember, I never really expected that. I was feeling okay. I didn't know they were pumping a lot of painkillers into my system. I was feeling energetic from the video, and there are recovery after my myomectomy. You will see that I was bubbling. You can check that out. Yeah, you can check that out now. I was, moving around. I was feeling, that was just like 72 hours after the surgery. I was feeling fly on top of the moon. Yeah, people with this surgery, 72 hours, they are bouncing. That's how I was feeling. No, me did not know that it was the painkillers. Yeah, it was protecting me, and I was feeling like Hulk Hogan, mighty Hulk. I was feeling on top of the world. So after that, my tummy started bloating. I couldn't pass gas. I couldn't go to toilet. Left my tummy really bloated. You can see that from the third video I uploaded on the recovery. My tummy was so bloated. I was really expecting that I would be discharged that day, but when the doctor saw my tummy, said, "There's no way we are discharging you today." So they have to give me some medications, pumping more drugs into my system to help loosen my. I don't know what it was doing, but I think it helped my bowel to begin to move, and then they observed me throughout the night until I was able to start passing some, nice smelling gas. It's not smelling, and then I was able to go to use the restroom. The following day, I felt better for discharge, and they discharged me. Now this is where the drama now started. I came home. As soon as I left the hospital, it's as if when you leave the hospital, the pain follows you home. I was feeling fly at the hospital, but as soon as I got home, you can see from the last video, the previous video, I was exercising on how to climb the staircase, practicing how to climb the staircase. That's because the bedroom is upstairs and the bathroom is upstairs, so definitely that's not I'm going to stay downstairs. So when we got home, I couldn't move my leg up. I was in so much pain. It was World War II. World yeah, it was World War II. To climb up. So I managed. My husband was there, because I asked him to document everything. So I told him to leave me alone. I'm going to do it. So we climbed up. I managed. Then the next thing is to sit down on the bed or even get up. Then the following day, headache from nowhere. It was so strong. So I've never experienced anything like it. As soon as I lie down, I'll feel better. But the moment I try getting up, Father have mercy, they never told me I'm going to experience that. They wrote out some drugs, mine or some my painkiller. I guess it's for the headache. But again, before we left, I remember one of the nurses said, go and buy another drugs. Like, get this drug. Told us something else to get that. It will help the pain. But I didn't know it's for this crazy headache. I woke up. As soon as I tried raising my head, oh God, it looked like they put the whole building on top of my head. I screamed. I was in so much pain. God, I had never felt any pain close to this. I'll go back to bed because I don't want to feel that. My husband, rushed out, got the other drugs they wrote out, and I took it for me. It's as if it's not working. I had to take it like 3 times. It took like 3 days to 4 days before the headache started reducing. I was in so much pain. The headache was crazy. I don't know if you felt it. I don't know if you've gone through, if you've done open myomectomy before. You let me know if you experienced this, if you had this kind of headache before, because it's really crazy. It's painful. Alright, so moving on. Gradually, one thing with this is gradually you get better. Every day you get better, apart from the headache that took like 4 days to relieve me. But every day the pain gets better. My tummy was going down daily. Then on the 9th day, we now went to the hospital to remove the stitches. We were supposed to see the doctor. Is it 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks after the surgery. So we went to see the doctor on the 12th day. On the 12th day, I went to see the doctor on the 12th day. That's a surgeon because they really need to check, to see how I'm feeling. I went there, the surgeon checked. He said, wow, okay, the stitches is healing fast and it's okay. Pressed, check everything. Then they gave me some this thing to go and run another test and to do scan, which I have done already. Then when we went to the scan, they already did the blood work. So when we went to the scan, the doctor there checked and was like, wow, your uterus is really coming back to normal. Because guess what, guys? My uterus was as big as a 4-5 month old pregnant woman. Like 7 times larger than more than 7 times larger than the normal uterus. Very big because of the fibroid growing inside. Very, very big. So when after the scan, they checked and the doctor said my uterus has reduced drastically. It's now 300 centimeter, like more than 50% reduced, and that's a wow for me. From over 700 to 300 within 12 days. Within 12 days after the surgery. That's amazing. So I'll be going back to do another scan in 3 months' time to check. And next week I'll also be going to see the doctor because the test I did in the hospital, they need to see the result, they need to discuss with me. So I'll be going back next week to also see the doctor for that one. And what else? What am I missing out? Okay, I try to be strong because it's just my husband who has been helping me, so it's just the two of us. I have to try to get up. I didn't get much of a pampering. I wanted to just lay down, lie down and get people come cook for me, those things that comes with pampering after surgery. But then my husband did his best. He's been amazing. He did his best. Seriously, I can't thank him enough. And today the headache is gone. My tummy is it very flat? Almost very flat. Almost very flat, but I'm feeling superb now. No complications. The opening, the cut is healing very fast. I don't feel any pain there anymore. That's just 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Alright, so concluding, I want to say there are a lot of misconceptions about fibroid out there. A lot of misconceptions. People go to prayer houses, they keep praying year after year. Some fake men of God extort money from them. They take advantage of their situation because they're looking for the fruit of the womb. There's so much money, yet it's still there. I would advise you as a woman, as a young lady first, please. Fibroid is something that is common with most women. Once you attain puberty, it starts to grow because it feeds on our hormone. The hormone feeds it. So if you are lucky to start bearing children early, good. Childbearing helps suppress it. So, but if you are not, you get married early enough and it starts to grow, I would advise you go and do a scan. Check yourself, do a scan. See if you have fibroid. Begin to tackle it early enough. Remove it. Don't waste too much time thinking that, you shouldn't be doing surgery as a young lady. No, you should. You can. If I had known I had this, believe me, I would have gone for this surgery long before I met my husband. He's been there. I didn't know. But once we got married, and I started noticing, okay, conception is not taking place, and that was when we went for a scan. So you can save yourself a whole lot of stress. Save yourself the headache. Save yourself the trauma. Save yourself the problem that comes with inability to have children early. Save yourself all those stress. Go for the scan. Check yourself. If you're okay, fine, to God be the glory. And once you get married, you notice you're not conceiving early. Go for a scan. Don't waste your time drinking different herbs. Don't waste your time taking a whole lot of things, drinking herbs and going from one prayer house to the other. Go for a scan, and then if the fibroid is big, you remove it. Go for myomectomy. And then for women who have given birth, who are done giving birth, you can go for hysterectomy. There's no point taking so much herbs. Go for hysterectomy. You can remove it, so long as you have your children. But then, what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of misconception. You think, herbs can. Some people tell you to shrink it, to dissolve it, to do this, to do that. I've heard a lot, and I've also taken a lot of herbs. Don't think I haven't taken. I've taken a lot of herbs. That was when I made up my mind that I can't continue. I can't continue taking herbs. So how many years? How old am I? For how long will I take herbs? For how long? I don't know when it's gonna dissolve, like they said. So it's better. And then when they brought out the fibroids, you can see how huge some are. You can see the little ones still growing. You can see they're still growing. So the best thing is to remove it. Yeah, it grows back, I know. But then after it, at least there's hope and assurance that you can begin to try to have children. And then you save yourself a whole lot of headache. Well, this is just me saying thank you so much for your prayers. I am better now. And trust me, coming back hot with Spicy Talk. Marriage and relationship has to work. That is why I am here on Spicy Talk with Omadia. Until I come your way again with another episode on Spicy Talk with Omadia. Don't forget to like, please. I should have said this from the beginning. Please like and share. Comment. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And then subscribe. If you are enjoying what I'm doing here on this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Okay, so I'll always be here for you. Until I come your way again, for now I say